We're back. And we're back
Okay.
now. Okay.
Perfect.
So, go ahead.
So we see the pendant on the table, and I'll look over at Arona and it's like, what? This, didn't even put her stuff away. And then I really want to go upstairs and see if I can spot anything else.
Okay, so you both head upstairs, and now, August?
I would I would be in the room next to the bedroom when I hear them come up the stairs. But I'll probably already be in there.
Alright,
I've just entered.
so you go into the next room, and it's like the cleaning area where you will go take a shower or a bath. And, yeah, that's the next room next to her bedroom.
And just, I mean, I'll be quite concerned at this point. I probably wouldn't even look that hard, but I'd definitely give it a scan.
Roll me perception, then.
Is there any water in the bathtub? 20.
So, looking into the bathtub, you see there is water in the bathtub, but it seems to have been Someone filled up the bathtub to wash themselves, but then they never returned. As that's what you're seeing in the bathtub.
Oh, okay.
Like there's a line of where water was, and now there's water lower than that.
Is there any on the floor, like any signs of a struggle in terms of like water?
No,
on
you
the
don't
floor
see
or
like
anything?
any struggles. Like someone came, filled up the tub with buckets of water, then seemed to have like walked out.
Yeah.
Yep, because the bucket's right next to the tub, but other than that, it would seem like they never came back. They filled up the tub and never came back.
How strange.
Okay, so I would sort of, as I backed out of the room, I'd notice the other two walk up the stairs, and I'd give them like a curious look, like something. This isn't right.
Hmm.
Arona looks at both of you like, there doesn't seem like she was dragged out of here or someone broke in. Maybe she left on her own.
I'm looking at it and I say, this is an awfully big house. Did she live here alone, or were there others?
Is that something I would know?
You would know that she had a boyfriend, but other than that, you assume that she had a boyfriend. You're not really sure if she lived with him or they met some other place.
Okay.
I'm interested to see what he has to say.
Yeah. I would poke my head into the other doors cautiously. I'm pretty sure by now the house is totally empty, but who knows?
Roll me perception check in the next room.
Okay. That's an 18, so 20.
This seems to be like a study where if she would leave some paperwork here, like she would put her money in this room, do something with the money, then lounge around some paperwork or something she needed to do. Like she would come here to study, she would come here to do paperwork, and this is like a study area.
All right, so
what you see on the table is what pointed to you at that she leaves her money here. You see a bag, like a small purse of gold on the table, and with a note written next to it like today's wages.
Stranger. Do we see any other letters or anything? Anything out of the ordinary that might indicate where she'd gone?
All you see is a candle wax all over the cup. It was there. Seems like they turned on the candle, counted the money, wrote the note, and then walked out. And the candle seemed to have like dwindled away.
Okay. Wow. All right. I'd say something must have startled them in the night. Oh wait, we kind of figured out that it was after work. That it was late enough that they had to ask, put up some candles to light things, to run a bath. And
She
something
was ready
called
to get into bed.
her outside. If we go out the back door and look for footprints, I wonder if we'd see anything, because it seems to center around that.
Are any of you like next to the window in their study?
I would be at the desk looking at papers.
And I would be peering out the window.
Okay. This could be a high perception check. Roll me a perception check.
It worked last time. Oh, it's not so good this time.
What is it?
13.
Oh, 13. All right. Austin, you would think, you could swear to it, but you're not exactly sure that you might have seen something scurrying around in the bushes outside in the backyard. But again, you're not so sure.
So I would like double take, and then as Saunders was sort of rooting through the mail and reading the note out loud, I would just give her a look and just sort of say, what exactly did you see? Did you go outside or?
No, I just kind of stepped out, like half a step, and saw the gate was open too, and didn't think anything about it, and came back in. And actually, I closed the door behind me. Do you think we should give it a second? Yeah, let's go outside. Let's check it over outside.
Arona nods and starts heading out. As you all are making your way outside and into the backyard, all three of you roll me a perception check.
That's better. 18.
Ooh, Arona doesn't see anything.
Oh,
What did you go? I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 3. Austin?
We're noticing how
I got an 18.
All right.
18. Oh, good.
Okay, you're looking outside and this getting a closer look. Like this time, you think there's something out here, so you're like peering into the night, and that's when you see like you see like movement of a bush in two houses down.
Ah.
Okay, now this is summer, right? Summer? So it's going to stay light out pretty late. I'm hoping.
Is it? What was it? I don't remember what I said last time.
Okay, well you can change it if you need to. You just say, oh yeah, we
I
studied
don't
it.
think you said. I think you just said it was medium sort of heat. Like it was cold. It was too hot.
It said it was spring because of that leaf I found.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then we studied for a couple of months, but you can change that if it fits the story better.
The sun goes down early in spring, right?
Well, depends on which end.
Like near
It's your
the
world, man.
near the end of spring.
Okay, so longest day of the year, most light would be June 21st.
So it's like the end of spring, and
So it's going to stay out late till about 9 at night.
oh wait, it's okay.
I'm sorry, I
Early
get hung up on these little details. We can
No, that's
change
fine.
that.
Early spring then. Yeah.
Really spring it is. All right.
But we noticed like a rustling in a bush, a couple of doors away,
Yeah.
a couple of houses away.
Yes.
And it's now evening, so we can't really see that well.
Yeah, but Austin like peers into the night and like you would see some rustling in the bushes 2 houses down.
Okay.
I want to look like insight in investigation. I just want to look at that bush and see if I can see anything before I make anything. Before I start running at it or anything stupid like that.
Okay.
I would say
rustling in a
it could
bush is a
probably
rustling
be
in a bush.
a cat or a dog that was just in the yard and
Probably
scared
rats.
it.
I'm going to go with nature. Hold on.
Oh.
No, not nature. That would make sense. And investigation, as I'm reading it, it's like seems to be like when you're looking around for something.
Investigation.
I guess
Okay.
investigation would be it.
Am I
And
going to
then-
investigate this bush? Is that...
Yeah,
Okay.
identify a well-hidden area or object.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. Oh, that's really good. That's a... That's a 19.
19.
Cool. Alright.
You see like some small humanoid creatures, not like human, but you would see like some small creatures whispering to each other and pointing at the house. There's like 3 of them.
I would immediately grab the shoulders if they were close enough to me with my companions, and I would just put one finger to my lips and then hold up 2 fingers and point
Okay.
as best I could towards the things that I can see.
I think I would understand what that meant. Like, shut up and look, basically. So
Yeah,
I
pretty-
would become very still and just stare intently in the direction that he pointed.
I don't know what else. So like, keep quiet. I was like, she's looking at you like, what do you want to do? Do you want to get up closer, or do you just want to watch to see what they do?
Cool. I don't know how to convey this without speaking, but maybe I'll just whisper into Saunders' ear. If we approach them now, they can run. If they go inside, less places to leave from.
So there are 2 houses down. This isn't me talking yet. I'm thinking there are 2 houses down. There's 3 of them. They're very fast. We're actually pretty fast
We
too,
know they're
though, by this
fast.
time.
Know that they're. I'm just
We have-
thinking that there's less exits from a house than there is a garden.
Oh, and they might go into the house that they're at.
We might go into the house. If they don't, then we just follow them.
Well, I'm totally intrigued. I want to see what's going on. So I would want to approach in some way or another. I'm open to suggestions. Like one of us could go straight on and maybe another could go slightly to one side. I don't know if we could convey that with hand
Well,
signals.
if you want to sneak over there without being detected, you would have to roll a stealth check. If you just
Yeah.
want to watch, you're fine where you are. It's until you move, you would roll a stealth check.
I'll try stealth. I'll try to sneak out the back gate and down there. Is there a way to do that easily? Just looking,
Roll a stealth check, and you add your modifier, which
yeah. But I mean, like, from what I'm seeing, is there a way to get out our backyard and into the next backyard fairly easily?
yeah, every couple of houses has either a gate or a low fence to just mark their territory. There's nothing to keep people out. It's just like this is your area to live in.
Okay. And by now we could probably jump the fences easily.
Yes.
Oh.
There'd be a 1.
I rolled a 9, but I've got stealth, so that'd be an 11, and then dexterity. So I add dexterity and proficiency onto that?
Are you proficient in stealthy?
Yeah.
Then yes, you would add dexterity and proficiency.
Well, 13. Yeah, 13.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay, so...
We're gonna roll a 20.
Oh, good.
You say you rolled a 20?
Yeah, not a crit 20, not a natural 20, but I'll roll a 20.
Oh.
All right. So these out of there like shadows.
Arona's like nimble. She knows how to keep quiet.
Oh, sorry. I thought you rolled for the creatures to see.
Oh,
I
no,
thought you did for a minute too, yeah.
I thought you were talking about stealthing over there, and Arona
Yeah.
would.
No, I would be trying to stealth. And so we're out the gate and moving down towards the houses.
Did you ever roll a stealth check? Or are you just finding sitting there?
I would almost like face palm, like that sort of moment where it's like, I cannot believe they've just, I can't believe they're going for it, like, and I would just follow because
Okay.
They've been in the order longer than I have, so I would just follow their lead, and I would
Curiosity.
also try and stealth. Oh, I'm so sorry.
What's your roll, buddy?
Give us the bad news.
I rolled a 9.
Oh, that's an arrow. And then it's your dexterity.
No, I mean I rolled a 9 with modifiers.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So Arona takes the lead, and she like opens the gate up slowly, starts making her way to the other side, and then both of you, you're both sneaking up, and you get to the gate as you're opening. It's like, yeah, and then as you're making your way, like your Sanders' staff gets stuck on the fence.
It would.
And that, let's see if the creatures notice. Oh, so two of them don't really seem to notice, but one of them like perks up and like turns its head over to your direction,
Okay.
and it's like, hold on, let me just see. Oh, they have dark vision. Okay, so they like look at both. They look at both of you. And you hear like, "Huss!" And they begin to scamper off. They seem they're about to scamper off. So, let's see. Hold on.
Sorry.
Athletic strength. Oh, they got a -2 to that. So let's see if they can go, little guy. Oh, all right. So they all bunch up together near the gate and aren't really making their escape that quite well. They're like fighting each other to get out of the gate. So this would be your chance to run up to them and catch them. Like this is your chance.
I'll kind of gallop, running with my ungainly but fast legs. And I'm also wanting to talk to them, but I'll say, wait up, gentle sirs. Have you seen the people here?
Arona's watching you and like pulls out her sling and is pointing at the creatures, like hoping they don't attack you because you're just talking to them. Sanders, roll me a nature check.
Okay.
Nature check. Let's see.
Okay, 15 base and nature, proficient in it, 15. Intelligence is nothing, so 15. 17.
All right. These scaly small creatures in red look up at you. They what'd you roll again? Sorry.
A 15 base, and then I'm trained in it, so 17.
Okay, 17. You would recognize these creatures from the books. They are little kobolds.
I wonder when I'm going all sibilant.
They're little red scaly creatures wearing like tattered hoods to like maybe sneak in the night.
I don't speak kobold. Okay.
What did you say to them again?
I don't speak kobold. I'm just checking, but I'd said, wait up, good sirs. Did you see the people in this previous house, or in this house here? You know, I was just be hoping against hope that they'd have information.
All right.
I think I would be kind of naive and still at this point in people's good natures.
All right. Well, here's the thing: they're not people, and when you're talking to them, you notice something different. Like they're not growling; they seem to be like the two of them seem to be like non-responsive until like the bigger one of the two are just like points up to you and just growls something in its tongue. Hold on. Would Arona hear that?
Kobolds bark.
Yeah, they do. They're like little puppies.
That's the sound effects. I'm just gonna mute all the voice.
All right, so Arona hears her hears the kobolds say, and she shouts, "They're going to attack!" So I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Die. Okay.
17.
And I got 11 plus 2. I got a 13.
17. Sanders. 13. Verona. 2. 15. 16. Verona. 16. Cobalt. And the kobolds. Ooh. And it's how? Which one is it? What's their initiative? Their initiative is their dex. That's +2. Cobalt 1. 8. Cobalt 2. 10. Cobalt 3. 9. So the initiative is Austin first. Verona second. Sanders third. Jesus, it's gonna be a short fight then.
Hopefully we don't die.
Cobalt 2, 10. Cobalt 1, 8. No, Cobalt 3, 9. Then Cobalt 1 last. Alright, and gonna add their HP, and Austin, go first.
Right. Just 1 second.
I'm assuming you have our quarterstaffs with us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what got caught in the fence.
Yeah, right.
So, when Saunders ran, I would have sprinted behind her, knowing that she's a little bit not streetwise, maybe,
Yeah.
and asking these things if they knew who lived in the house. I would be running, and as soon as Aruna said they're going to attack, I would have pulled out a dart from my back pocket. I probably shouldn't have these yet, but I probably acquired them, maybe not. What's the word? Illegally, and I would just throw one past Saunders' shoulder at the closest
Okay.
gob, and I would roll. Oh Jesus! A 9 to hit.
Would you like to add your inspiration?
Of course I would. Thank you. That's better. So that's 16.
16. You hit. How much damage first?
For 6 damage.
All right. This is a killing blow, so describe to me what happens.
So yeah, so like I say, I would be running, and Saunders would say, "Good sirs, have you seen them?" Before she could even get the last word out of her mouth, my dart would have been flung backhand, like just sort of curve over her shoulder, and it would stick through the kobold's throat, and that's sort of the death rattle as it holds its throat and falls to the floor. And then I would end my turn behind, just sort of stood next to Saunders.
Alright, it falls over, bleeding on the ground. Arona, she pulls up her sling and fires. And she wasn't prepared for this attack. She was like, "Oh, they're in a fight."
Uh-oh.
She like lifts up her sling, and it untangles itself, and she doesn't get the fire. So she missed. You rolled a critical one. She has to spend. She's gonna
By the way.
spend. She's gonna spend her time trying to fix that sling of hers. Sanders.
Alright, so it's 1d8, right? For quarterstaff. I'm going to use the quarterstaff because obviously I'm right there. And darts, I didn't think of those. Oh. 2.
2 to attack.
Well, it'd actually be a +2. I'm going to use my inspiration point as well.
But I'm sorry. What you said that you were gonna use your quarter. You're swinging your quarterstaff, right? You roll a d20.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Thank you.
You're not doing a damage. You're
Yeah.
rolling for attack.
Alright. Actually, that was a 2 as well.
All right.
Oh,
Well,
So I will use inspiration. Right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You
Okay.
should probably save it.
Save it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So I'll swing hard, but I'm so startled. It's more like I just put it in front of me and whap him maybe on the eyebrow and actually end up hitting myself as well.
Because your d6 won't reach with your 2. It's not gonna reach. So you swing a little too high over them and you miss.
Ouch.
So kobold number 2 is going to slash at your leg. 11 plus 15 versus your AC.
Okay. Well, my armor class is 14.
So that hits.
Yeah, I would say it hits hard.
So you take 3 damage.
Okay.
Then kobold number 3 is dead. Kobold number 1 goes to slash at Austin's leg. I don't think that's gonna hit. 7 versus your AC is not gonna hit.
No.
Oh, hold on. They have pack tactics. If another kobold is within 5 feet of them, they can roll with advantage. So I get to roll again.
wow.
Very good. Yeah. That's pretty good.
OP.
Okay, 17. That hits.
That definitely is.
So you take 6 damage.
Six.
Yeah.
And August is gonna die.
No, are you really? How come? No,
Uh,
wait a minute. You've been hit twice?
I've only been hit once.
So, oh yeah, great. I'm looking at our armor class. So it's 10 plus your Constitution modifier. No, it's got to be more than 6.
yeah, you're not gonna go down that easy.
Yeah. So what's your Constitution modifier?
Who's mine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Constitution is +2.
Okay, so
Right.
you're at least it's 8 plus Constitution. So you're 10. You got 10 hit points.
No, I've got 8.
How do you have 8? Because it's Constitution plus 10 for your HP.
No, it's 8 plus Constitution modifier.
Yeah. Then that would
for
be
hit
8.
points.
That would be 10.
Oh, so I should have 10 hit points.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
thanks
better.
for that. That's
Yeah.
very honest. Okay, so I'm not quite dead.
I thought it was 10. Give me 1 second to double check that real quick. But it's
Okay.
it was
I could, yeah,
10 plus your
I
con.
did it in a.
Monk. A monk's.
Hit points. That first level, 8 plus your constitution. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're all level 1, 8 plus your con. Yeah.
Oh
You'll be fine.
yeah. I must have done that
That's way
before I
better.
rolled my
That's
stats.
way better. So it can hit you twice before you're dead.
Sorry, that was like breaking immersion massively, wasn't it?
And otherwise, you also wouldn't be dead. You would be knocked out. Like that cut was a little
Right.
too much. You would have been passed out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have 10 HP and you just took 6 damage. Now it's your turn.
Okay, so the guy, what did he hit me with?
He
Blade or a
sliced
claw?
you with his dagger.
With his dagger. Okay, so I would take that in the chest and reel back, and I wouldn't have time, I don't think, to pull a weapon. So I would just um, uh, sort of throw a backhand fist at him and then punch him with my right hand.
Okay,
So that's 2 attacks with the bonus action.
go for it.
Oh, we could have done bonus actions. That's right. I forgot about that.
So that's 8 for the first punch.
Versus AC,
Yeah,
miss.
and the second is even worse. Is a 5.
Oh, both miss. Would you
So
like?
that
But you used your inspiration. Never mind.
that dagger really got to me and
It's staggering.
ruined my balance, and I just sort of I swang recklessly.
All right. Arona like tells you to get back, unstrings her uh, sling and fires. Ooh, hits. She
Excellent.
fires like a small silver bullet, doing like fires her sling into the kobold's eye, and it like kobold number 2. It holds its eye and like falls down to the ground, dead.
Dead. That's 2 down.
Sanders.
Okay. Quarterstaff in hand. So I get to take a bonus action if I use that, right? I'm reading this right. I didn't take it the first time. I'll just say I was too stunned. First I gotta hit it though. 15
Hit.
base. So now I use a D8, right?
Yeah.
And it's a whopping 1.
Wait, what? Just one?
Yeah. Do I add anything to that?
You add your proficiency,
Proficiency.
which you would have 2 in, and you would
So,
add
3.
your strength, I think, right?
Oh yeah. No,
I think
would add
I
strength
think you
to
just
No,
that.
add your dex, because I think with a monk you can use either strength or dexterity to.
Yeah, you would add your dex modifier plus your proficiency, which is 2.
Onto the damage. That's 2 plus 1 plus 2, so 5. 5 damage.
5. So you swing your staff into the kobold's head. This is a killing blow, so would you like to describe it?
Oh, I'm so astonished that this thing would be so rude and be drawing blood on people that have meant them really no harm, that I will just take it and bring it right down over the top as efficiently as possible, as Una would have taught us, quickly and mercifully and somewhat angrily, really. And step back as it drops to the ground.
Yeah. You knock the little guy onto the ground, and he dies, passes out.
Good, but now we can't question them. What are we going to do? And I'll look over at August and realize that he's got blood coming out of his chest there. Is Arona, is she level 1 or 2? Can she heal?
She could do a medicine check, right, real quick, and heal you up. We'll patch you up mostly.
Okay. Alright, so she's doing that. And
Yeah, Arona succeeds and helps patch August up.
I think at this point I'm not for greed, but I would look through their clothing, and I'm going to turn them over to the authorities in a minute. I would want to do that, but before I do that, I want to look and see if I can spot anything odd on their persons.
All right. Well, as you're looking around, what you find is just like together you would find like 5 gold. Then you find a couple of daggers. Kobold number 1 though, he has an amulet on him, and I'm gonna need you to roll a. Hold on. I'm going to roll against your intelligence.
Yeah, I don't have much intelligence. My intelligence is straight 10, so
Is that for all of us? Do we all need to?
No, well, Sanders is looking straight at the amulet,
Okay, cool.
so she would only get this. And let's see,
you want me to roll for that, or you're rolling?
No. the amulet is going against your intelligence, and it succeeds. So, Sanders, you feel like your mind going blank. You're not sure what's going on, and you just stand up straight, holding and like look ahead. You can't think of you're hypnotized.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
stand up straight and just freeze.
And I was very careless, wasn't I? I was touching everything. Okay, so I do that, and well, there's nothing else I can do. I glaze over.
Arona looks at Austin and then looks at Sanders, confused.
We noticed that she is different.
Well, she bent down, picked up something, and then just flung right up, and just standing there.
I would wave my hand in front of her face and just look into her eyes, because I've seen her go off in like a daydream before.
I was going to say, that's so different.
But this would be like, Sanders, you okay? And I wouldn't touch her. I'd just sort of wave my hand around her face.
You would see like no response from her.
I would probably put my hand on her shoulder and just sort of give her a little shake. Saunders, you okay?
Sanders, make me a saving throw.
Okay.
Make it.
Oh no. Okay, 3 and my saving throw.
All you have to do is beat 10. If you can beat 10, you'll be good.
Oh, you know what? I have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. Would that count?
Yes.
So I can roll again, right?
Yes.
Good. That's crazy. Another 3. I'm so sorry, guys.
Oh, so
Sorry.
you're shaking Sanders and she's unresponsive. She also drops her water bottle on the ground. Arona like walks over to her like, Sanders, you okay? And she's like waving her hand in front of Sanders' face.
I would really bizarrely just pick up the water skin and just pour it over her face.
Alright, Sanders, you can roll me another saving throw, but this time you can add a +2 for the water.
Please,
Holy
please,
water.
please. 5 is the base throw. +2 for that would be 7. And then would I add anything else to that? I don't think I'm going to do well on this.
You would add the +2 for the water, but that would be 9. You also have advantage, so you can roll again.
Forgot about that. Oh, 16 this time. Base roll is 16, so...
Alright.
Yeah.
As the water
Good.
splashes down on you, you wake up instantly and like look around, and you just see Austin just pouring your water skin onto her.
And as she
thank
come
you.
to, I would look like really shy, like, oh, sorry.
Was I aware of any of this going on and just prevented from moving, or was I totally
The
out?
last thing you remember was looking down at the amulet, and next thing you know, you're standing up, and Austin's just pouring water on your head.
Okay, I'll sputter and kind of wave my hands in front of my face, and then I'll stop and think of for a second, going through the steps, and then I'll say, "Thank you for the water." Then I'll say, "Don't touch that pendant. There's something wrong with it." And I'll look at Arona, hoping that she might know more about it than I would.
She would look at you strangely, then look at the amulet, and Okay, there's no Arcana in 5e, so let's see what's something I can
There
replace
is.
with it. There
There,
is?
there is, yeah. Yeah, it's under animal handling.
Why is it under animal?
Acrobatics. Well, I mean, just in alphabetical order. It's acrobatics,
Oh,
animal
so it's
handling,
animal
arcana.
handling's plus is intelligence. Why is it? Oh, it would be under. Ah, okay. All right, her intelligence is. I'll only get. I don't get a +1 on that. Oh, I do. I get a +1. Oh, 14. She get 15. So she expects it like she feels a magical presence on the amulet.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like, and gathering for what just happened to you, she thinks that there's like a charm spell attached to it. Like something.
I would want to look at it and see if I recognised it as as similar to the one that the orc was wearing when he played me at cards.
Right.
All right. Roll me perception check.
19.
19. So, no, wait. Hold on. What investigation? No, investigation would have been better. I already told you all perception. Never mind. I'm gonna keep that. So, as you're looking at it, it's like this amulet looks completely different from the one you saw in the orc. This amulet seems like um, it's like a small crescent with a gem lodged in the middle of it, and the kobold had it in his hand. And the way that it worked on Sanders is that she looked directly into the gem, and while you're just inspecting it, it doesn't really affect you.
Interesting.
I would pull out a cloth and just wrap it in the cloth without looking at it, and I would just put it into a little pocket on my belt.
Right. Now, all three of you, well, all two of you, roll me perception checks real quick.
12.
2.
19.
That's better.
Now I'm getting the high roll.
So, when you're shaking your head and like look away for a second, and as you're peering, you see like a small movement in the bush. Like you see something in the bush that just scurries off the other way.
Do I get a chance to reach into the bush and try and grab the thing?
No, it was outside the gate, looking from
Okay, so
the woods inside from where you guys were standing.
I'll point at it. I'm not moving. I'll just point at it and say, "It looks like there's another one that got away." And I'll look at you two. You two being Arona and August, and I say, "I'm not ready to chase another one down, though. I don't. What about you?"
I got pretty badly hurt just then. I'm a little concerned about the people in the house. Maybe one of us should check this house, and maybe one of us should check the one before. Seems
So
like they're
as
going down this
as you're
road.
saying this, Arona was like about to just sprint, and then she just catches her, just like, oh, oh, okay, all right, I thought we were doing this. Because I rolled an 18, thinking
Oh.
you guys were gonna run for it.
But
But-
she can run. She can do.
Yeah,
Well-
there's only 2 houses that need to be checked.
Yeah, and I'm thinking
not-
I want to have
I'm
some
not sure
kind
she's
of authority.
gonna run without you guys. She was like the
Yeah.
moment you said like, do you want to run after her? She assumed that you guys were gonna agree and run for it, and she wanted to get a head start. But the moment you guys said no, she was like, oh, all right, we're not going.
We're the ones that took the damage. I'm still holding a small injury. Well, it's pretty big at this stage, but so I look down at the 3 and I'll say we'll have to call what would you call it, a constable or the local guys. But let's start with the doors here, and I'll start towards the door to knock on the door, the back door. I'm assuming we're in the backyards.
Yeah, you're in the backyard. As you knock on the door, after a few moments, you would see a man with a candle like open the door slowly, like, hello?
And I'll say, I'm so sorry to bother you, good sir, but there have been little invaders running up and down the street. Did you hear anything odd tonight or the nights before?
He looks at you quizzically, and then sees Austin and Arona standing over 3 dead kobolds, and he's confused and is like, and opens the door so you can see him completely. Like, no, no, I didn't know that. Were they behind? Were they in our home?
I don't think they were in your house, but they were definitely in this yard and in probably several other houses. And this may not be the first night. They may have been here. I just look at the other two because I'm not really sure about the people disappearing, like Nellie's disappearance, if it's all connected to this or it's just something one-time strange thing. I'll say, but we do need to have somebody take these dead bodies away and try and figure out what to do.
He looks at you questioningly, scratching his beard, like, well, they've never been in here as far as I know. That's strange. Thank you, I guess, for stopping them.
I would inquire as to whether he knows Nell and whether he's seen her
Yeah.
in the last couple of days.
He's like, oh, Nellie, she lives two doors down from here. Why, do you need her? Have you seen her?
No, that's the trouble. We haven't seen her. Maybe we thought you could shed some more light on. Did you see her leave or anything?
No, I waved at her while my wife was tending to the garden at front, and she was just coming back from work. That was around 2-3 days ago, maybe.
And you haven't seen her since.
No, we haven't seen her in a long time. Why? Do you know anything about what's like anything connected to it? Like to these little guys?
We're trying to figure it out. As I'm looking at him, do I feel like he's trustworthy?
Roll an insight, I guess.
Base 15 plus 2, 17. I think I got a 19 on that.
All right. You more see confusion on his face than him lying about something. He seems like more confused to find you back here than surprised that Nellie's still missing. He's also... You could see like he looks a little tired. Maybe he just woke up. You're also not really sure. So he wouldn't know really. He's not lying to you, but he also doesn't know what you're talking about.
Okay. I'm going to apologize to him for bothering him, but I'll have to say, there's probably going to be a few more people in your backyard before this is over because I'll have to take these things out. My apologies, and if we need your assistance further, may we ask you again if that's all right?
He gives you a quizzical look, like, yes, sure.
Thank you, and I'll just back away and look over at my two companions to see if they have any further questions.
I feel like August would have been able to read the confusion on his face from his time playing poker, and probably would have slipped off into the background while Saunders was talking to him more, and I would have already knocked on the door in between Nell's house and this gentleman's.
Okay.
So again, you're doing this after a while. You hear a voice from behind, like, hello? It sounds like a female's voice this time.
If there was a window next to the door, maybe I would peer in and just show my face and say, good evening. Just wanted to make sure everyone was home. There's been some there's been a bit of a disturbance around these gardens. I just wondered if you'd seen anything or just making sure everyone was home, basically.
After a second or two, you hear the door unlock and she opens the door. She's in there like a little nightgown with a candle. She's like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. I didn't know that there was so watching watching us either other than a nightly guard. Is everything all right? No, we haven't seen anything strange in the past few days.
Um, I wouldn't want to bother her anymore. I, mm, I would look into her eyes. Actually, I would try and discern whether she was telling the truth, or I would use my poker face reading skills. Um,
All right, roll me an insight check then.
that's not great. 15.
15. Well, at first you saw like fear in her eyes and confusion of why you're here, and then you see like her eyes give off a sigh of relief, like, oh yeah, she sees you in your monk ears, like, all right, you're just checking around. Then no, she's not really hiding anything from you.
Okay. I would just smile and nod my head and just say, make sure you keep your doors and windows locked at night. Something's going on around here, and I wouldn't want you to be in harm's way. I'd say good evening and just sort of walk away. Go back to my friends.
Her face turns a little red and she smiles like, thank you, and closes her door.
Okay. I'll join up with August at that point. And say, well, what do you want to do with these bodies? Should we? Who would you go to for like things like that in the town? Would we normally go back to our monastery and tell them because they sometimes act as guards, or are there more official seeming guards that we'd go to?
Well, there's the town guard, and then that's the official law of this town, and then there's the monks that help sometimes patrol the area, but they mostly it's the guards that are supposed to be guarding. Monks will help from time to time, but the monks will report to the guards because they're not the law. The guards would be.
Yeah. All right. So I'll suggest that to the group that we should immediately find the town guard closest and direct them to investigate this. And I think at that point I'd be wanting to return to the monastery to try and figure things out in my head. It's just been a little upsetting. All these clues and then the violence that we're not really used to at that point. At least I'm not.
I would want to tell Seagrin.
Well, it sounds like you guys are retiring. That would be a good place to stop for today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we pull the guards over and then we head back to the monastery. I don't take the gold on the bodies or anything. I was more looking for clues. I'm not interested in wealth.
Tell me this. Are you taking the amulet with you?
I wrapped it up and put it in my pocket.
I know you wrapped
that's
it up. I
right.
didn't know that if you put it in your pocket or not.
Yeah,
But
that's
if
right too.
you're taking it, that's good. All right.
I've forgotten about that.
I need to make a side note from that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I should do. Amulet of petrification.
And that sounds like a good stopping point. Well, guys, thank you for playing with me. And
Oh, thank you. That was
Yes.
really fun, and I love
Awesome.
mysteries. So this is absolutely fantastic. And we're not dead.
yeah, you're not dead.
Not quite. When's a good time for you guys to play again? I'm just going to throw out that I'm free Friday, same sort of time.
Mhm.
I might also be free Friday. Let me double check my schedule real quick. Oh,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me just turn off the podcast.